what you don't know. Brian Jordan, who plays with Dave Matthews and Lauryn Hill, James Brown, is actually playing a ventrilo solo right now because we got a CD player right behind him. So if I just turn him down. The Big Biz Show's on there. Good to have you guys. Can I have a little bit of luck? Let him ring that up for a minute. Could you do a version, Mike, if we did, remember that, what was the guy's name from Matchbox 20? Rob Halloran? What, Rob something?
Yeah.
Nailed it. Give me his last name. Yeah, it was Rob Defraculator.
Especially because
What was the guy's name? Rob Thomas.
Oh,
Of
yeah,
course.
Rob. Yeah, Rob
You remember
Thomas.
so you know, Carlos
Thomas, we
Santana.
went to different high schools together. Right.
Charles Santana, all of his music's like Oye Como Va, or the other ones, the Carl. He never sang. You always had a different singer for each one of these things.
Yeah, I can't
It's
recall
like the
him ever
Alan
singing.
Parsons Project. Hi, I'm 900 years old. But Alan Parsons wasn't singing.
Synthesizer 5.
Yes. Yeah. No, but what's interesting was Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20 came out and did the which is the lyrics, by the way. But I thought it was brilliant how like he could do like a Carlos and Friends, a little bit of Bublé. I mean,
I love Bublé.
Wouldn't it be great to be like just to be able to write music and say, I know, I'm going to call up Frank.
Oh my God.
And just have him do the song for you, and then the next one, now you're out. I got
Right. Well, that's what Tony Bennett, God rest his soul, was doing.
Hey, we're having a great time.
Hey, everybody.
A little song called Starlight in the Moonlight. Mommy, is that you? Yeah, speaking of damn good times, Robert Nistico is a good friend of ours, founder and CEO of a company called Splash Beverage, one of our favorite guys. I consider him a friend as well as a frequent contributor here. And boy, what a story from when we first started talking to him, when he had Salt Tequila into Copa de Vino.
Yep.
I noticed the Pulpoloco's gone because Mike probably downed that.
So good. That's right.
Mike likes to shoot
Well, and then don't forget Tap Out. So
Tap Out.
you know,
Oh, that's right.
he's when you think about it, he's got you at night with the tequila and,
he's
the,
got a
and the
hangover.
wine,
He's got a hangover.
and then you wake up the next morning, and lo and behold.
So, Mike, when you shoot up on the commercial breaks, you come back and have a tap out, you'll feel better. Robert Nistico, CEO of Splash Beverage, SBEV. Buddy, nice to see you. I have a question for you because there's so many press releases that have come out in the last 3 months. You're moving at the speed of light here. It was almost like a couple years ago when you first got distribution with Walmart, to Greg's point, with Tap Out. It changed the whole face of the company. Talk about that.
Yeah. So we really have been performing. Everybody's out working hard in the streets. It's a long, arduous process. It's brick and mortar, so you have to establish extra distribution. Then you gain the ability to get it on shelf by going through the retail, authorization process.
Yeah.
Then you have to support it. Then you take it to the next level, do that again, next level. So sort of stair step your way up the ladder, if you will.
So, Robert, you were the fourth employee hired at Red Bull. You took that company because you were senior vice president of Red Bull North America. You took that company to $1 billion company. I assume the metrics are the same. Hey, I got this energy drink called Red Bull. I'd like you to try it. You're in the same category. Is it the same metrics to get it on the shelves at this point? Because it's all about distribution, right?
Yeah. Distribution, clearly, if it's not on shelf, it's not for sale. Critically important. But that's not an easy process to do. Red Bull took many, many, many years. Tito Beverage, who owns Tito's, wonderful vodka, took him many. It's a 20-year-old company. Celsius started in 2004. There's that phrase out there of the 10-year overnight success.
Yeah, right.
So it takes time to do this, but to do it right, like we are, really establish a strong foundation is critical. And we're doing that. And we're taking our time and doing it right.
One of the interesting things about your company is that if you look at the Intels of the world, you look at the Oracles of the world, you look at Google of the world, they're making their money and increasing their stock value by doing acquisitions. You guys have an acquisition model that's pretty impressive. Talk about that.
Yeah, that's really where our exceptional growth will come from. That's really the important point of the entire model. Our legacy brands are important. We love them. We love all our children, if you will. But the big growth will come from acquisition, and we are hot on that acquisition trail, as you'll learn here in the near future.
Hey, Robert, is it criteria specific to alcohol? Because obviously Tap Out is a big brand. I mean, do you guys, when you put the radar out there to look for the next acquisition? I mean, could it be, you know, a hydrating powder packet? Could it be? By the way, hydrating powder packet is the new name of the band. Just tell you. But could it be something completely out of the categories that you're in? I mean, is everything open to consideration?
Yeah, we're open to all segments within beverage, but we do prefer beverage alcohol. It's our preference.
So do we, by the way, just as a point of clarity, so do we, just to make.
Yeah, we are wide open to non-alcoholic products.
And, you know, what's interesting is your Pulpoloco acquisition, the most recent acquisition, is you could take a class on how you deployed that, because you looked for a company that was low debt, that would do high value, and then you got distribution almost immediately. Is that the unicorn? I mean, or was that just how you guys deployed it?
And they put it in a paper can.
Yeah.
Well, that's a really great story, and we don't have time on this program to go through all the detail, but it's a fantastic acquisition for us. Very small, but it was already in that paper can, which we have the rights to for the Americas. Well, excuse me, for North America. And at 7-Eleven, frankly, they authorized it because of that.
Yeah.
It's fully sustainable, biodegradable packaging. They call it as part of their Brands with Heart program. So we're racing to get to every 7-Eleven, coast to coast with this little product. It's a lovely sangria and a tremendous package.
The one thing I got to talk about, which was instrumental for you guys, is this Copa de Vino. And who doesn't want this in their back pocket everywhere they go? I mean, the Bank of America just pull one out. I'm waiting in line. But the bottom line is, this is now in stadiums across the country. Is that the new model, or are we trying to get this on shelves everywhere? What's the strategy there?
It's really both. So the founder, James Martin, did a very good job with the product. We picked it up a year and a half or so ago, and we've been pushing it really hard. So we're in convenience stores, we're in stadiums, we are pushing for grab-and-go business, for example. It's perfect for that. It's very rare when you have a grab-and-go organization. I'm making this up, like Chili's. You don't buy a beer and take off, but they will sell you a glass of wine.
Yeah.
So we're really looking at all segments for convenience consumption.
Hey, buddy, when are you coming back out to San Diego? You have to see the new studios here. It's about time you get to the Southern California area.
Sir.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm sure we'll be out probably the next month or so.
Thank you, buddy. Robert Nistico, CEO, Splash Beverage Group, SBEV. That does it for us. Roll the credits. Big Biz Show. Todorov, Costa. Hello. Some boozy guy in the corner that showed up, and the day trader Quantro. See you tomorrow.